Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be making this simple tube top. Let's get right to it. We'll be making all the markings on the fabric. So I start by ironing my lining. I am going to be doing all the markings on the lining. So since it's a tube top, I subtracted 6 inches from my actual armhole measurement. So I start by marking my 7.5 inches, my bust point, my under bust point, which is 13, my waist 16, and then this is 3 inches from my waistline, which is 19. I join these points in a horizontal line. So we have our armhole, our bust point, under bust, waist, and then the top length or the full length of the blouse. On the 2-inch mark above the armhole, mark your shoulder width measurement. Mark your bust measurement minus 1 inch because it's a tube top. Then on your waistline, mark your waist divided by 4. And then on the full length, I mark my waist divided by 4 plus 2 inches. So you connect these points together using a dotted line for reference. To get your dot point, you measure your nipple divided by 2. So mine is 8 divided by 2 is 4. So I mark 4 inches on each of the lines. And then join these points together in a straight line. Extend the line to the shoulder width. And then on the waistline, I came in by 1 inch on both sides, came down from the under bust by 0.2 inches, and then up by 0.2 inches. On the full length, I did the same thing, 1 inch on both sides, then connect these points together just as you see me do, and I hope you understand. On the shoulder width line, I came out towards the armhole by 1 inch and then connected it to the point above the bust point. You have to replace all your dart intake, so I replaced the 1 inch mark on the shoulder width and then the bust point and then form the armhole. The same way we did for the armhole, you replace your dart intake. So I'm adding 2 inches to the waist and then the full length. Then connect these points together. Come up by 1 inch from the original top length, then curve it back into the same line. For the neckline, I initially wanted a V shape, but I changed my mind. So forget the sharp V shape you see there. So I came down by 0.2 inches on the armhole line and then formed this curve oval shape for the neckline. So I added 1.5 inches as an allowance. Then extend the line just as you see me doing. So cut out the pattern for your fronts. So now this is what we have, and we are going to cut out our darts. Just as you see me do the same if you want to have the same results. So don't forget to subscribe, like, comment if you do not understand anything. Help my channel to grow. Okay, we are going to be cutting the back. So my tube top has a zip, so I came in by 1 inch for the zip allowance. Then place the center front on the line, the zipper allowance. Then place the side front over the center front. Please watch what I'm doing. I hope you understand. Make sure the lines align just as you see me doing, and then trace the front pattern. To get your back pattern. I hope you understand. You see, just as I'm doing, especially the armhole, so that you have a very accurate matching side. So it is now time to form the back neckline. I went down by just 1 inch for the back neckline. And for the bottom of the back pattern, I decided to make it straight. Initially it was curved, but I decided on the straight back. So the top will be curved and then the bottom will be a very straight one. I hope you understand. If you have watched this video up to this point, thank you for coming to my channel, and I say welcome once again. I snipped the side because sometimes these patterns are very similar and you don't know which one is the top, you don't know which one is the back. So I went ahead to cut the fashion fabric just as I did for the lining, and then join them together using 1/2 inches allowance. So at the bottom part, make sure you iron them flat. I mean the top and then the bottom. And then on the curve allowance or excess allowances, make sure you snip them. You see, just as I'm doing, I did the same for the lining and did the same for the fashion fabric. Iron flat the top and the bottom because you are going to turn it over and you don't want bulk. At this point, I'm trying to see if my seams align, and that's what I do most often, because at this point you can change or alter your seams if the need be. And then thankfully mine aligned very well. I did same for the back pattern. You see there is an excess, I trimmed it off, and then now I can go ahead and then turn it with the lining. So I turned the front bodice with the lining at the up and then the lower side. I mean the neckline and then the full length, and then turn it over on the side. At this point you need to iron very well. You need a steam iron or sprinkle water on your fabric to achieve a very neat finishing. So I did same for the back pattern. I turned the top and the bottom with the lining. I went ahead to attach the sides together with a sewing machine, and this is how it looks like. I also ironed in the zipper allowance, attached the zipper off camera, and then we will later hand tack the straps to the back, and this is how I want it. I want it hanging just as you see it. Then I'll hand tack it together. So this is the final look of the blouse. Very lovely. Thank you for watching. Bye.